Welcome, welcome, welcome to Chats with Nick podcast. And I am your host, Nick. Today we have an excellent guest. Here on Chats with Nick for the second time, we have Miss Lex. I want to let you know something about Miss Lex. She is freaking awesome, and she's a creative, an entrepreneur. She just does everything, and she just have a positive energy about her that makes you just want to hug her. And plus, we're wearing polka dots. So do me a favor and let's have Miss Lex.
Oh my God, you're here! I'm here. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited to have you. Like, literally, I should give you a nickname. I got one, Butterfly.
I love it.
All right, so today we're getting ready to talk about sexuality.
Yes.
And I think the cool thing is that bisexual individuals, we don't really get to talk to them much. And I feel like society kind of close us off. It's like, oh, you're gritty, or you're this, you're that. But I'm here to say, you're beautiful. You're amazing. You're freaking awesome. No matter who you are and what you look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We shouldn't be judged for this. It's just like, we in 2020, honey. Put on your 2020 goggles and get that 2020 vision. All right.
Yes.
So what does it mean to be a bisexual?
To me, like, this is something I am now just coming to terms with, really. And I think that that's something that, I mean, this is my first time ever really talking about it in front of anybody. So to me, that's a big experience. But to me, being bisexual is, I'm just like anybody else. I'm just like, I can find things to appreciate about any gender. It doesn't matter if they're male or female. It doesn't matter what they look like necessarily. Like, it's more about the person than being what they have, I guess, if that makes sense. And that's something I'm kind of learning more about now, you know.
So, what was your first sexual encounter?
Yes.
Or when? Not even forget sexual encounter. When did you even know that you would like women?
Yeah.
As well as men.
And so that is something that I've come across recently. Within the past year, I was raised in a very sheltered and strict household, and it wasn't accepted in where I was from to be like me. And I think that that's something that a lot of LGBTQ people come across. It was this past year that I finally opened myself up to actually being honest with myself about who I am. It doesn't matter to me, you know, I don't want to hide who I am, you know what I'm saying? So I think that was like really important to me as I got older and as I grew, that I couldn't just cut off an entire part of me anymore, you know. So last year was my first real eye-opening experience with it, and it's something that I definitely want to explore more, you know. It's a part of me, you know.
Absolutely.
So
what was it like? Let's get nosy for a second.
It was very different. I mean, being with a man is different. Being with a woman is very different. It's more nurturing and loving almost in a way that I hadn't experienced before. You know, I remember talking about this with someone. It was like, you know, people say there's more fish in the sea or whatever, but they cut themselves off to a huge portion of the population. So if you want to find somebody, be open-minded. You know, it doesn't matter what they look like or whatever. If you like their personality, you love them, and that's what matters, you know. But the experience itself was like very eye-opening, very different. And it was something that I didn't want to like close myself off to anymore, you know.
So what were some of those feelings that you felt after like having your first female encounter?
Yes, so I like afterwards, you know, like I said, I'm from a very country Christian area, and to me, you know, that inspires a lot of confusion, because you're not allowed to be yourself in areas like that. It's very closed-minded. So I was struggling with being like, well, what am I trying to label myself like humans do. You know, you come across people that, and it's good to know who you are. So I wanted to know more about myself. I was confused though, kind of worried a little bit about like coming out and talking to people about it, but at the same time I can't be scared of it forever, you know. So that's why I appreciated the opportunity to talk about it today, you know.
Absolutely. So you felt worried, and then you probably asked yourself this question: am I gay?
Yeah. You come up with that because
absolutely.
It's like, well, this is a whole new experience, like, and you are accepted, really.
Absolutely.
You know? Like, I used to close myself off to stuff like that, and it was always a question in the back of my mind, but I was like, no. Like, and I hate that about who I was, you know. But I think that it's good to be your authentic self.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It is. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you are taking those steps to say, you know what? I am perfectly imperfect. And it's so, to me, that's the journey of self-love. You get to self-discover and then realize, like, wait a minute, I'm beautiful as I am.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I am me, and no one else can be me. So that's okay.
Facts. Yes. So on top of feeling those other feelings, what are some other feelings that you felt that you had to put a question mark on?
Okay. I gotta be careful how I say this. I found that it was a entirely new way of thinking, of being with a woman. Being with a woman was more nurturing in a way that emotionally I felt like fulfilled. You know, it was like emotionally I felt like it could, you know, make me happy, I guess, you know, and that was different. I mean, that's not something you come across often, and it was like having that kind of a feeling about it, you know, it was pleasurable and fulfilling in a way that it isn't always, you know.
Wow. So you telling me you got mind blown?
Yes. It was different. It was
wow.
Different. It is.
You hear this, ladies and gentlemen? Women can make you feel great. We can blow your mind. Yes. I'm super excited because I feel like there's room for the pizza delivery woman. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's live. And
I love how you say that.
And she delivers, you know, Meat Lovers Pizza.
Yes.
She's full-time on delivery, on call, not Uber Eats. Yeah.
I love it. I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Me neither. I haven't heard of it. Sometimes I just create stuff, and I'm just like, what? What? Roll it back.
I love it.
Roll it back. So, if you had, you know, even though this is your very first time, and you feel free now, like, you know what, I'm not going to hide this anymore because there's nothing wrong with me. I am beautiful as I am. What would you tell somebody else that's struggling with acceptance?
Yes. So this is something I've been thinking about this week. Is I don't see myself as any different than anybody else. You know, you can't see yourself as any different. You can't accept labels that other people are going to put on you. You are who you are, and just accepting yourself is going to make you feel so much happier than any preconceived notion about anything that anyone can tell you outside of yourself. Like, this is a journey of self-love and accepting yourself, and you need to understand that you're perfect like you are, you know, and you don't have to label yourself any way you don't want to. You can say, this is what I like, this is what I do, this is what's fulfilling me right now, and it doesn't matter about the rest, you know.
Wow. And I want to end it on that because that is beautiful.
I'm so honored to be here and talk about it with you, honestly. And this, like I said, this is my first time talking about it, so I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. And I, to be honest with you, I would like to say thank you for opening up, because my goal is to share a story that's going to inspire others to feel like, you know what, I'm in your shoes. You know what I mean? I've met people that's like, You can tell that they gay. They're gay.
Yeah.
You can tell that they're gay.
But they don't want to.
They want to stay in this. They're afraid. They're afraid to be themselves.
Right.
Because exactly. Because society, like through society, we are rejected from our own family and friends.
Right.
Some people have told me like, oh, if I come out as a, like for example, men, if they come out as a bi guy or if they come out as a gay guy, it's like, as soon as they tell another man that they're gay, it's like, oh, I don't want to be your friend anymore.
Right.
Or, oh, you like this? I don't want to be your friend anymore. It's like, why is that?
It's like this idea that for some reason, if you're bi or if you're gay or whatever, that you're just automatically attracted to them. But it's not true.
Girl, say it. Say it loud.
You aren't going to be attracted to everybody.
Hey, first of all, I have a whole type.
Exactly.
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
I have a whole type. And let me tell you, with your attitude, that's not conducive to my self-love.
There you go.
So how do you even think that, like, how do you think that you got to this spot?
Right.
First of all, you're not even in the spot. You're not even
You're
there.
not even there. You're not even in my
You
mind.
see what I'm saying?
You know?
Just because you're near me doesn't mean I like you.
Right.
Doesn't mean I'm interested in you. So please take a note of this. If you are near a LGBT member, they don't like you all the time. They don't want to get in your underpants, whether it's Hanes, Fruit of the Loom, Calvin Klein, Versace. We don't want to. We don't want to, but we don't want to. You got to earn these Calvin Klein, okay?
Exactly.
You don't get them automatically. You know what I'm saying?
I love
Hey, you want some of this? Tooted and no.
Nope.
Booted. Booted.
There you go.
Thank you so much, Lex, for being on Chats with Nick podcast. I 1000% appreciate you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, beautiful queen. I
thank
appreciate you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I sees what you're doing with my one good eye. And I ain't got time for it. I pray to God. He knows it, God. God is so good. Hallelujah, Jesus Christ. Woo! Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to have to pray for these people. Ooh, I just can't deal with them no more. I got to go. I don't know where I'll be going, but I'm going to go somewhere. Somewhere down in the dungeon. Dragon dungeon.